everyone, it's Terry here with True Blind Gaming, and we have another episode of the TrueBlindCraft guide for you this evening. This is a video that has been requested for a while, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get to it, but I am going to do a building video today. A lot of people have been requesting how to build a building or get started with building, so I am going to show you how to build a little house. We're going to build just a little 5x5 house, which will teach you the skills that you can scale up to any size of build. You'll be using these skills no matter how big or small your build needs to be. So if we look at our hotbar real quick.
Crafting, player inventory, hotbar group select.
I got my tools here, of course, an axe and sword and shovel and pickaxe. But after that, the materials we need.
Empty slot. 9 spruce slab. Empty slot, no slot down. 1 spruce door.
We have some spruce slabs, a door,
1 pressure plate.
a pressure plate,
no
and some glass to do some windows.
1 torch, 64 spruce planks.
And we have some planks that somehow got up into a different part of my hotbar or inventory.
64 spruce planks.
That's okay, I put them back. So we're going to build the walls out of planks. The roof will be slabs because they will give us a little more headroom. And we'll put a door, a pressure plate to automatically open and close that door, and some glass for some windows. So the first thing we need to talk about is where you're going to build your house. In the episode where I talked about making a mental map, you want to find an area that is relatively flat to start your house unless you have more experience, and you can build on an area that has some terrain difference in it.
Grass, dirt.
We're going to start with a nice, easy, flat area. I've scoped out the world I'm in right now, and I'm at X.
90.2x.
90 in the X, and
negative 100.3z.
Negative 100 in the Z.
Down.
So when we go north, we're going to go to
grass block, negative 104.6z.
It's going to increase our Z direction going north, and if we go to the east,
grass, 94.1x.
It's going to increase our X. So this is the little area you want to look at, not specifically in my world, but in your world. Get your coordinates. So I have a dirt block here. This is going to be our starting point at 90x, negative 100z. And we're going to build a frame that will be a 5x5 box. The next thing we need to talk about, once you've located your location, is how to place blocks below you, because you can set blocks, you can look out in front of you, look down with the camera, and start setting blocks in front of you. But I have found that is not the most efficient way to place blocks. Sometimes you place them 1 block in front of you, sometimes you place them 2 blocks, sometimes you place it up on a block if you're not on a flat surface. So what I find the best way is to actually look straight down.
Down.
Using the jump key, or make sure you have your planks or your building material
64 spruce planks
selected in your hand, and you're gonna jump, and then as you jump, you're gonna right click or right mouse button to place a block.
Spruce planks.
So you heard it say spruce planks.
Down. 66.0y.
And we went up a block. We are now at 66.
Down.
While I'm sitting on top of this block, we need to talk about a skill that will help you so much when building around, and that is using the sneak key. The sneak key, you enable sneaking by holding shift, and when you're holding shift, you cannot fall off the side of the edge of blocks. You will basically walk until you're looking over the edge. So I'm on this block that is now at
90.9x.
90.9. I'm kind of in the X direction.
90.7x.
I'm moving to the left, so I'm more in the middle.
90.5x. Negative 100.3z.
And I'm 100.3z.
Negative 100.4z.
Okay, so now I'm basically in the middle of the block if those 0.4, 0.5 numbers are there.
Down.
If I start sneaking, looking straight down to the north,
grass block.
You can see it says grass block. That's because I am on the edge of the plank I sit down.
Negative 101.2z.
And you see it's 101.2. So I'm almost a quarter onto the next block. That's where my crosshair is looking. So I'm actually looking at the block of grass that's over the edge. If I back up,
spruce planks.
There's my plank again.
Grass block.
There's a grass block again.
Negative 99.7z.
At 99.7, I'm on the looking down at the block behind my plank, if that makes sense. Now, because if I come forward and I go to the left and right,
grass block. 89.7x.
89.7.
Grass block.
To the right,
91.2x.
91.2. So this sneaking allows you to look over the edge of the block you're currently standing on without falling off. And the reason we want to do this is we'll be able to place blocks down where we're looking.
Spruce planks.
You can even use the little piano sound to indicate how far the block is away. So it's kind of the, this tone.
Grass block.
See a dome, a lower tone.
Spruce planks.
Dome, a higher tone.
Grass block.
Dome.
Spruce planks. Grass block. Spruce planks. Grass block.
When that tone drops, that means the block you're looking at is further away from you. So the plank is a higher pitch because you're standing on it.
Spruce planks.
And the grass is lower down, so it's giving
Grass
off a lower pitch.
Down.
Okay, so now I'm going to take this plank away because we're going to start all over.
Dirt.
I just used my axe for that.
Negative 100.2Z.
Okay, so we're at 102, or 100, yep. Oh,
Negative 100.3Z.
get in the middle of this block.
Negative 100.5Z. 90.5X.
90.5x.
Down.
The first technique I want to talk about is the first one I learned. It's called the
playing.
column
480.
method. It's where you basically jump up and place as many blocks below you as you want for the top of your build. What you got to be careful of
Grass block.
is when you...
North. Grass block down. Negative 100.5Z. Down. 90.5X. Down.
Oh, the block I was standing on just turned into grass because grass spreads in this game. When you jump up and push a plank
64
below
spruce
you,
planks selected. Spruce planks.
you can do this up to 3.
Spruce planks.
And you can hear that thunk sound. That means
68.0Y. Down.
I am at a potential height that if I walk off this pillar right now, I could take some fall damage.
Down.
When you're pillaring method, you can only do 3 blocks at a time if you want to fall forward without taking any damage. So I made
Down.
a 3-block pillar. I'm going to walk forward without sneaking until I hit the ground.
Grass block.
Instead, you say grass block and you heard my feet. I'm going to push back so I'm up against the pillar at my back. I'm going to check my coordinates if you need to.
Negative 101.3Z.
I'm at 101. I'm going to make another pillar.
Spruce planks.
Okay, so now I'm at...
68.0Y.
I'm going to do that again. Walk forward.
Grass block.
I fell down again.
Negative 102.3. Now playing.
102. Now I'm going to jump place,
Spruce planks.
jump place,
Spruce planks.
jump place.
Spruce planks.
And we've placed 3 pillars.
Short grass. Spruce planks.
I'm going to do the
Spruce
4th
planks.
pillar.
Spruce planks.
Walk forward one more time.
Grass block. Negative 104.3Z.
And we're going to jump in place.
Spruce
3
planks.
more.
Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
We now have 5 pillars.
Down.
Now, one thing I want to make clear is when I was trying to teach people how to play this game is the coordinates can be confusing because if we basically use sneak to
Spruce planks.
back up
Spruce
the
planks.
wall we've
Spruce
just
planks.
made,
Spruce planks. Grass block.
you see I can see the ground behind me as I'm looking down off this pillar.
Spruce planks.
But if I move back onto the pillar,
90.5X. Negative 100.5Z.
now
Down.
we're at negative 100Z. That's 1. Because if we go forward,
Spruce
2,
planks. Spruce
3,
planks. Spruce
4,
planks. Spruce
5.
planks.
That's 5 pillars, but it's at
Negative 104.5Z.
104. You
Down.
got to remember,
Now
if
play.
you're
We know we
using a coordinate system and it includes 0, you have to include that as your coordinate. So from 0 to 4 is actually 5. 0 is 1, 1 is 2, 2 is 3, 3 is 4, 4 is 5.
Down.
So don't let that confuse you when you're placing blocks. Make sure you count the blocks so that way when you use the coordinates that you are getting in counting correctly because the coordinates include 0.
North.
We did all of this facing north, but we need to turn right and make the next corner of our wall. So we're going to turn right, look down.
Down.
Oop.
East. Down.
Make sure our Z coordinate is in the middle of this block.
Negative 104.5Z.
Okay, and now we're going to walk forward off to the east.
Grass block.
And now our X coordinate should have gone up.
91.3X.
Okay, we're going to place another pillar.
Spruce planks.
I'm going to walk forward.
Grass block.
I'm going to,
Spruce planks.
This is
Spruce
the
planks.
third?
Spruce planks.
because remember, the one we were standing on was 1 already. Then we did 2, then we did 3,
Grass block. Spruce planks.
4,
Grass block. Spruce planks.
5. And I can tell you,
Down. 94.3x.
see, it's 94.5 because we started at 90, which had 1, and we got to 94, which is 5. I'm going to turn to the south again.
South. Down.
Which is, we went north, we went east, and now we're heading south.
Grass block.
I'm going to fall down, check my Z coordinate because I'm heading south.
Negative 103.60.
Okay, now I'm going to jump up in place.
Spruce 68.0y. Grass block. Spruce planks. Grass block.
4
Spruce planks. Grass block.
and 5.
Spruce plank. Negative 100.60.
See, we're back at 106.
Down.
Basically what we've done, we've created a wall going north, east, and south. So we kind of have an N shape, if you want to think about it that way. Now, one thing I need to show you
Down.
is I was just moving forward when placing these blocks. If you
Down.
find that you want to face the same direction, like you want to continue facing south or facing north or west, you can move sideways and do the same thing.
Negative 100.60.
So I'm at 100.6. If you're between 0.4 and 0.6, you're
Down.
pretty good in the center of the block. So we're facing south. I would normally turn right to head west, but
Down.
if I want to continue facing south, I can just push the right key to head west.
Grass block.
I fell down
Spruce planks.
and placed another wall. I'm going to walk right again.
Grass block. Spruce planks.
Right one more time.
Grass block. Spruce
Now this last pillar I just made, I should be able to move to my right,
Down.
and we should find
Spruce planks.
the first pillar we made.
90.3x. Negative 100.7z. Negative 100.7z.
Yep. Get in the middle of the block.
Negative 100.5z. 90.4x.
There we go. So we have made our 4 walls now.
North. Spruce down.
I am going to take this all down
diamond X selected.
because
Spruce planks.
I want to talk
Dirt.
about another method we can use.
Spruce planks. Spruce.
All right, so now I've taken down the house again, and we're going to start over. I'm going to talk about a method that I use
Grass
now.
block. Dirt.
It's called the layering
Down.
method. And what I do,
64 spruce planks selected. Down.
I'm going to place just one block to start.
Spruce planks.
In our same, 90x
90.3x. Negative
minus 100 position. Now remember that sneaking we were talking about? If I hold sneak and I start walking to the north
Down.
while looking straight down,
Dirt.
I can see the grass in front of me, so I'm going to
Spruce planks.
place a block there. Because I'm looking down at the grass below me, but I'm still standing on the block that I placed, that space is empty and I can place a block there. Now I can walk forward again.
Grass block.
See?
Negative 102.2z.
102. I can place another block.
Spruce planks. Dirt.
Walk forward again.
Negative 103.2z.
I can place another block.
Spruce planks. Grass block. Negative 104.2z. Spruce planks.
And place the final block,
Negative 104.7z.
and we can move on to that block.
Negative 104.6z.
We're at 104.6.
North.
Now, I can turn.
North.
I can look
East.
up, look to my right,
Grass. Spruce down.
look down. Now, the cool thing about the layering method is you can just hold sneak, hold forward, and you can just hold the right click, and it'll just place the blocks as you go. See, watch, I can place these 4 blocks.
Dirt. Spruce planks. Spruce
2,
planks. Spruce
3,
planks. Spruce
4.
planks. Grass block. Spruce. 94.7x. East.
Those ones were already put. So I'm going to turn to the south.
Grass. Spruce down.
Make sure I'm in the X middle of the block in my X direction.
94.7x. Down. 94.5x. Down.
I'm going to do the same thing.
Dirt.
So I'm looking down.
Spruce
Place.
planks. Grass block. Spruce
Place.
planks. Dirt. Spruce
Place.
planks. Grass block. Spruce
Place.
planks. Grass block. Spruce planks. 94.5x. Negative 100.4z.
And we're back at 100. Another thing you can do here is you can also do this moving sideways. So again, we're back facing south. I want to move west, but I want to move to my right instead of turning that way.
Grass block. Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
And we're back on the block that I started with.
90.5x.
Another cool thing about this method is you can actually combine both the pillar, which is a little easier for beginners, I feel,
90.5x. Negative 100.4z.
or you can combine the two.
Spruce down.
If I now want to build these walls 4 high instead of the 3 high we did, I put 1 layer on the ground already. So I'm going to pillar up 3 blocks.
Spruce planks.
Now, if I look down and sneak forward,
Spruce planks.
I can see the plank on the ground that we just put there on our first time around. Now, if I hold right click, listen to this.
Spruce planks.
It put 3 planks down on the ground. 1, 2, 3. You can hear the ascending piano sound. When you're using the sneak method and you're looking down, you can place up to 3 blocks high.
Spruce planks.
I'm going to move forward and you hear a very low piano note.
Spruce planks.
Doom, doom, doom. So I just placed another 3 blocks.
Spruce planks.
Moving forward again.
Spruce planks.
And I just hold right click. You don't have to click each time. You just hold right click.
Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
Now, if I try to move, I'm at the top right corner of the house by looking at the Z coordinate.
Negative 104.2z.
But if I try to move forward,
Negative 105.2z.
you can see it's 105.
Negative 105.
And it's not telling me anything. Once you're 4 blocks off the ground, 1, you'll take a little bit of fall damage if you fall more than 3 blocks. And when you're sneaking, you can't see more than 4 blocks down. So keep that in mind when you're looking over an edge, that if you don't hear a block
105.2z.
being told to you, it may be too far of a drop for you to do safely. Now, if we back up, I'm going to turn to the
North,
east, on top of my house,
90.5x. Negative 104.5z.
get in the middle of the block in the Z direction, the 104.5.
Spruce planks.
And now I'm just going to hold forward, and hold the right click button. Watch how fast this goes.
Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
I just did that whole wall, placing like 12 planks with just holding sneak forward and the right key. We're gonna turn south.
South. 94.6x.
Make sure I'm at 94.6, which is the east side, the right side of the house. We're gonna head south. Do the same thing.
Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
And the same thing here. If I wanted to face west, I could. But we're gonna move sideways by making sure we're in the middle of the block in the Z direction.
Negative 100.4z. Down.
Looking down, and we're gonna, instead of sneaking forward, we're gonna sneak to the right.
Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
And now we're back in our starting position.
90.7x. Negative 100.4z. 90.8x.
Get in the middle of the block.
90.6x. Negative 100.4z.
And we are at
69.0y.
69 in the sky because or 69 in the air because we've placed 4 blocks. We started at 65, now we're at 69. We have basically built the walls of our house, either using the pillar method or using the layering method, or both at the same time. Now we got to place the roof.
Spruce plank down.
This is a little more complicated. So if you can picture, we've made walls that are 5 each direction, leaving a 3x3 in the center. We can't use the layering method, we can't use the pillaring method here because there's nothing below the roof to support it. We can't reach the ground to place blocks, or if we did, we would basically fill up our house. We got to basically, what is called bridging. We got to place blocks across between the walls, so we basically form a bridge or parts of the roof. The way we do this, or the way I do it, we're going to use the slabs, so we're going to put those in our hand.
1 spruce door selected. 9 spruce slab selected. Down.
So at 94,
90.6x.
that is the left side wall.
Down.
If we move to our right,
Spruce planks. 91.7x.
looking down at the planks at our feet,
91.7x. 91.5x.
we're going to get in the middle of this block at 91.
North.
Now, to bridge, you actually have to do it backwards, because basically what you're doing is you're backing up, sneaking over, so you're looking down, but then you're looking at not the top of the block, but the back side of the block that you're standing on. And when you do that, in just the right angle, you can place blocks at your feet.
North. South.
The best way to achieve this is remember, if you're heading north, you got to face south.
Down.
Look straight down, hold the Alt key, push up once using the numpad 8 for the camera control, holding sneak, and when you back up, if you don't hear anything, go ahead and right click.
Spruce slab.
That means I just placed a slab on the back side of that plank I was standing on. So if you look, my Z direction has moved.
Negative 102.2z.
And I can continue doing this. Right click again.
Spruce slab. Negative 103.2z.
You see I've moved. I can continue one more time.
Spruce slab. Spruce planks.
And you hear spruce planks again. That means we've placed 3 slabs, which are basically just half planks, across in a bridge formation to make the beginning of our roof. We want to move over to the left now.
Spruce planks. 92.6x.
We're at 92.6 in the X.
South.
We want to go back across the roof, placing the next layer.
North.
So we're going to face north,
Down.
look straight down, hold Alt, and push once up on numpad 8 to move our angle just up a little bit. And for this also, you can hold sneak, hold backwards, and you can just hold right click.
Spruce slab. Spruce slab. Spruce slab. Spruce planks. Down.
And now we've crossed the roof again.
92. Negative 100.3z. Down.
We're back at 100. Now we're going to move over one more.
Spruce planks. 93.6x.
93.6.
North.
As long as you're between 0.4 and 0.6 when you're doing this bridging method, it should work pretty well for you. Just make sure you're in the center of the direction left to right when you're doing a bridging. So, like if you're bridging north and south, you want to make sure you're at 0.4 or 0.6 in the east-west direction.
North.
But we're going to turn around
South.
one more time and face south.
Down. Down.
We're going to look straight down, Alt and numpad 8 to get that angle we need. Sneak back up and place our last 3 slabs.
Spruce slab. Spruce slab. Spruce slab. Spruce planks.
Okay.
Down.
So we have basically zigzagged north and south going across the house, and now we have a nice flat slab roof on top of our house.
North.
Now I'm going to go back to
Down.
I'm going to look down. I face north, so I'm going to back up,
Spruce slab. Spruce
across
slab.
the roof,
Spruce slab. Spruce planks.
spruce planks, and I'm going to head
Spruce
left
planks. Spruce planks.
until I get in the middle of that
90.4x.
90.4.
Negative 100.5z.
Now, so we are back at the same I guess that would be the bottom, top left. I'm sorry, the front left corner, I guess it would be, of our house.
North.
Sorry for the misconception. So now I got to get down here. So I'm just going to back off until I fall.
Spruce planks.
I am going to take a little bit of fall damage because it was the top of the house.
North.
But we want to put some doors and windows in this house to make it look a little bit more like a home. Because right now we just got basically a 5x5 by 4 high wooden box. So
North.
if we were standing facing north on the south side of our house, we have five basically pillars across. 1,
Spruce planks.
2,
Spruce
3,
planks. Spruce
4,
planks. Spruce planks.
5. If we want to put our door right in the center, we need to be in the middle one.
Spruce planks. Spruce plank. 92.4.
Or at 92, because 0 is the left, 4 is the right. So 2 would be right in the middle.
North.
I am going
One diamond
to
north. 1 diamond X selected.
take my axe in my hand, and we will talk more about mining later.
92.4x.
But if I look
North.
straight ahead, if I push myself up against the house,
North.
look down at 45 degrees, and use my axe twice,
Spruce planks.
that takes out the plank that's at my head level,
Grass block.
and the plank that was at my foot level.
Spruce planks.
We have now made basically a hole inside the house we can walk through.
Spruce planks.
So you can come in here. I'm
Spruce
basically
planks.
walking left to right, forward and back. I can look up at the roof.
Spruce
If I
slab.
look up,
Spruce slab. Spruce
you
slab.
can hear it above us
Spruce-
there with a
spruce-
very
spruce
high
slab.
pitch because it's
Spruce
above our
slab.
head.
Spruce north.
I can turn to the east.
Spruce planks. Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
And the internal this internal dimension of the house is a 3x3.
Spruce planks.
So you can see 1,
Spruce planks.
2,
Spruce planks.
3.
Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
But basically, I want to place a door now, so I'm going to go back outside by backing up
92.6x.
at 92. Now, the way doors work
1 oak pressure plate select. 1 spruce door selected.
is there's two things you got to worry about. Which way do you want the door to swing? Or do you want it to swing in or out of the structure? And also, do you want it to swing open to the left or open to the right? The way you determine the first one is if you want the door to swing into the house, you want to be outside and place the door. If you want the door to swing outside, you want to be inside the house and place the door facing the outside, if that makes any sense. To determine which way the door is going to swing, if it swings to the left or swings to the right, is when you're placing the door, think about you're placing the side that the hinges are on. So the left side hinges, if you place on the left side, the door will swing into the left. If you put the hinges on the right, the door will swing into the right. The best way to do this, I feel, is to find
Spruce planks.
basically a wall that you, next to the wall that you want to put the door into. Push yourself up against it, and you know we're at
Negative 99.60.
99.6. So we're 1 block south of the wall.
Short graph down.
Look straight down.
Grass block.
Get onto the center block
92.6x.
at 92x. This is the block. We don't want to place the block here. We want to place it 1 block forward in the row, or the hole we just made, which is at 100z.
Down.
But the way we're going to do that is if let's say we want to open the door going inward, so we're standing outside the house so it swings inward, and we want to put the hinges on the left side. If we move ourselves using sneak and left and right,
92.2x.
92.2,
92.1x.
92.1. So that means we're on the left side of the block we're standing on right now.
Down.
Now, if we look straight down and using that Alt key again and pushing numpad 8 up
Grass block.
until we hear grass block.
Grass block. Down.
If we look straight down again, we hear grass block, but we move our view upward.
Grass block.
Basically, that means we are now looking at the block that's in front of us on the ground, and that should be a perfect
1
place
oak pressure plate selected. 1 spruce 2 glass selected.
for us
1 spruce door
to
selected.
put our door down.
Spruce door.
So now we've placed our door. And it's going to make that sound if you have poi blocks turned on. If you wanted the hinges to be on the
Grass
right
block
side,
down.
when you're looking down, basically you would go over to the right
93.0 at grass block. 92.7x.
until you hear like 92.7,
92.9x.
92.9. Now, of course, you have to be careful with your coordinates if you're doing the door, say, on the east side or the west side, to make sure that you're using the correct X and Z coordinates to line yourself up, look straight down, use the Alt and numpad E to look up slightly to the block in front of you, place the door where you want it.
Spruce door.
So if I look straight ahead now to the house,
Spruce planks.
you can see we have
90.1x.
back at 90, so we have the left side of the wall.
Spruce planks.
2.
Spruce door.
We have spruce door.
Spruce planks.
4,
Spruce planks.
5. So we basically placed a door right in the middle, and the way you open your
planks.
door
Spruce door.
is
Spruce planks. Spruce door.
stand right in front of it and you right click.
Spruce planks. Now playing. C400.
So now the door is open.
North. Spruce planks. Open spruce door.
Now, when the door is open, a very small sliver of the door is visible to you because the door is basically open. So it's sometimes really hard
Spruce door.
to close
Open spruce door.
these
Spruce.
or walk through them if you have
Open spruce door. Spruce door.
if you're having trouble finding where that sliver of door is. The best way we can counter this is using
1 oak pressure plate
a
selected.
pressure plate. If you stand in front of your door
Grass block down.
and look straight down, and these you don't have to jump, you can just place them at your feet.
Powered oak pressure plate.
It is
Spruce plate.
a powered component which will open the door for you. And as soon as you walk away, like if I were to walk back off this pressure plate,
Spruce door.
the door automatically closes. And as soon as I step on it, the door opens. Now, sometimes these doors take a little wiggling to get through, but
North.
if you walk north into your
Spruce
house,
planks. Spruce planks.
As I'm-
Spruce planks.
trying to do it at the moment,
Spruce planks.
there.
Negative 103.60. Spruce planks.
I have now
North.
walked inside the house, and the
Spruce
door
planks.
closed behind me.
Spruce door. Open spruce door.
I'm going to walk back out because I don't have a pressure plate inside.
North. Grass block. Powered oak down.
Now, one thing I'm going to do,
1 diamond axe.
I
selected.
demonstrated this on the
Grass
outside of the
block.
house, but really you want to
Spruce
put
door.
these pressure plates on the inside of your house, especially if you're
Negative 99.60.
not playing on peaceful,
Spruce planks.
because
Spruce door.
Get-
Spruce planks.
oh,
Spruce door.
I
Spruce
gotta
planks.
open the door first if I want to go through it.
Spruce planks. Negative 103.60.
There.
North.
Especially if you're not playing
Spruce
on
planks.
peaceful, you want to put the pressure plates on the inside of your house, not the outside,
2 spruce planks selected. 1 oak pressure plate.
because
selected.
even monsters can
Grass block,
activate
grass
these
block, down.
plates. So
Grass block.
I'm gonna
down.
get in
Grass
front of
block.
the door,
Powered oak pressure plate. South. Spruce door.
and I'm inside my house, and the door closed automatically.
Spruce
So
planks.
now I'm inside my house. The center coordinate would be
92.6x.
92.6,
Negative 102.3z.
102.3. That is the very center block of our house, since the 0's on the left, 4's on the right, and 0's to the south, 4's to the north, the 2 is right in the center. Now, let's say we want to put some windows in here.
North.
Just some very simple windows to the left and to the right. If I turn
Spruce
to the
planks.
east now, and I'm looking at the east wall,
Spruce planks. Spruce planks.
it's only got 3 blocks across if I walk left to
Spruce
right.
planks.
If we go to the middle one,
Spruce planks.
or our Z is at
Negative 102.60.
102.6. Now, if I'm looking straight ahead and I
diamond axe
use the axe on the block in front of me,
There.
it's going to take out that block right at my head height. To place a window there, we're going to get
2 glass selected.
just some glass, a very simple glass. You can make glass panes later, but I'll talk about those in another video. Now, to place this, we have to look
Spruce planks.
down, basically down at 45 degrees using the camera control. So we're looking at the top of the block that's at our feet level, and we're going to right click.
Glass. East.
So we've basically placed a glass block in the wall, kind of making a rudimentary window.
Spruce planks.
We can turn down around to the west, and we can do the same
West.
thing. Make sure we're in the center of
Spruce
the wall
planks.
by moving
Spruce
a
planks.
bit,
Spruce
checking
planks.
our coordinate.
Negative 102.3z.
Move a
Negative
little.
102.5z.
There we go.
West. 1 diamond axe selected.
Looking straight ahead, taking out the block at head height.
There.
Looking down 45
Spruce
degrees, so we're looking at the top of the plank
glass select-
at our feet, and we're going to right click.
Glass. Spruce planks.
So basically, we've made a little tiny house with a slab roof
Spruce slab.
above our heads.
Spruce planks. Spruce door.
We have placed a door in this house, and
Glass.
we have also
Spruce
placed
planks. Spruce planks. Glass.
a couple windows.
Spruce door.
So I'm going to leave my house. I'm going to turn around,
Spruce planks. Spruce door.
and I'm going to look straight at the house. Actually, I'm going to do this.
North.
I'm going to look away from the house. I'm going to go into this view, and I'm going to say thank you so much for joining this episode. If you guys want to know more about building or how can I explain this better, we're starting to get into some topics that are a little hard to explain, but I hope I've done this justice by using the layering method, the pillar method, the importance of using coordinates when doing this, how to bridge so you can place blocks across the top of to make a roof
Now playing.
or a
22
bridge
Nova
or
Company
something
memories.
like that. How to place doors. That was probably I probably could have done that better, so I'm sorry about that. And how to place some windows, how to make a very simple house. But you can take this design and expand it to any size. That I still use those methods for some of the biggest builds I've ever made. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please leave a comment or like, and please let me know what you want me to talk about next. I know we need to do terraforming and mining. I also want to do a video on partial blocks like slabs, fences, walls, anything that's a little more complicated to get around because they don't take up a full block. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you've learned something from this episode, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good evening, everyone.